Today friends we have to discuss the HCF and LCM. HCF and LCM, how you to find out in a short way. There are some tricks are there for which we can find out HCF and LCM easily. Which question you have to find out in RRB, SSC and different competitive exam in India HCF. So let us first HCF, right? What is HCF? First we clear the concept about, then we go to the trick. पहले हम HCF का मतलब समझेंगे, उसके बाद ट्रिक के तरफ जाएंगे. पहले हम concept पर जाएंगे, उसके बाद ट्रिक के तरफ जाएंगे. So let us first come to the concept. HCF mean the sense what? H in the sense highest, C in the sense common, F in the sense what? Factor. Okay. So highest common factor HCF. So factor in the sense what? The number which is divisible by other number, that is to be factor. Highest that you know, common that you know, but factor in the sense what? The number which is divisible, that is your factor. So how factor we have to find out? And from this factor, we have to take the common one. Then from common, we have to take the highest one. So in that way, step by step, first we have to consider the factor, then come to the part of common, then come to the part of highest one. How it is to be possible? Factor. Suppose we take an example, you have to more clear go through this example. Suppose we have to find out the 6, let us was example, 6, 12 and 18. Right? 3 numbers are there. We have to find out HCF in these 3 numbers. How to find out? First we have to find out the factor. Because first is your what? Factor. So 6. Factor is your what? As we know, 1 is the smallest factor of every number. So 1 always take 1. Then next is your what? 2, 3, 6. Right? 1, 6, 0, 1. 2, 3, 6. 1, 6, 6, 2, 3, 6. Now 12. In the same way, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 12 also. 2, 4, 6 and 12 also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. And 18 is your what? What are the factors of 18? Now 1, 2, 3, 6. Then come to 9, then is your 18. Okay? So from these 3 we have to consider the common one. Which is the common factor? You see, 1 is the common, 1 always common. So don't take it. It is negligible. There is no record. Then come to is your what? 2 is also common. Then 3 is also common. And the last one, that is to be 6 is also common. Right? 6 is also common. But there are 1 is common, 2 is common, 3 is common, 6 is common. But this 4 common highest, because first we consider the factor we consider, then come to the common we consider second step, and third step is your what? Highest one. Out of this 4 common, the highest one is your 6. So we can say HCF of 6, 12 and 18 is your C. Clear? This is the concept of HCF. Now come to the trick of HCF. How you to find out HCF within a fraction of second. How you to find out? See the tricks now. We have to consider. Six, 12, 18. Same problem. 6, 12, 18. So in 6 what happened? First one is your 6, then is your 3, then is your 2. Right? Because factors, all these factors from what? First to last number. So 6, 3, 2. HCF is your what? You see, 6 is divisible by 6. 6 is 12. 6 is 18. So HCF is your 6. In short, it is to be. This is the trick. That is to find out what? HCF. So 6. First, you have to take the greatest one first. So 6 means 6 is the greatest factor. 6, then 3, then 2. So now you have to divide. 6 to 12, 6, 3, 13. So 6 is the only highest number which is divisible by all. That's why you have to say HCF is your what? 6. Right? Another problem you have to consider also. Let us work another problem. That is to suppose then is your 28, then 44. 4 numbers are there. 8, 20, 28, 44. So, how to find out the HCF in short one? So, first you have to consider the 8. 8 in the sense what? It may be 8, 1, 4, 2, 1. 1 is not considered here. 8, 4, 2. So, first you have to 8 divide. 8, 1, 8, 8 is not, 20 is not divisible by 8. So, 8 is not taken. Next come to the 4, 1. So, it is 4, 5, 20. It will be divided. Then 4, 7, 28. Then 4, 11, 42. So, is your HCF is what? What is your HCF? HCF is your 4 here. Right? This is the shortest technique, to find out the HCF. Right? So, we have to find out in case of smallest number. So, very simple thing you have to remember. Smallest number, because when you find out the HCF, when the group of number is given, at that time we have to first consider the smallest number. Just like in that way 8 here. After that what happened? In that smallest number, we have to find out the factors, and the first factor, in the sense biggest factor, we have to consider first. If it is not divisible, then the next one. In that way, we can easily find out HCF in a number. This is the HCF trick. Then come to is your LCM. How you can find out LCM and what is the trick about LCM? See, LCM. Okay, LCM in the sense what? Lowest common multiples. Lowest common multiples. How you can find out? Multiple in the sense, this is the word that is come from multiply. Multiple in the sense what? Multiply. Right? Just like you can say, if you have to say the multiples of 3, that is your what? 3, 6, 9, 12 in that way. Because highest multiple not to be defined. The smallest multiple is the number itself. The smallest multiple is the number itself, and the highest multiple we can't define in any number. If you have to take the 6, then also like that 6, 12, 18, 24, in that way continue. This is your multiple. But trick which we have to consider to find out the LCM. What is your trick? So trick number, there are 4 tricks are there to find out the LCM, right? 4 tricks are there. The first one is your what? First trick is your what? Suppose, take an example, your doubt will be more clear, your concept will be more clear. Suppose 5, 15, 20, 30. Okay? 20, 30. You have to find out the LCM. Now you see 5 means 5 3s are 15, so cross it. 5 will be divided because the multiples of 5 is 15, so 5 will cancel, again 15 will cancel. Then 20 and 30, right? These two number is not divisible, or you can say this is not a multiple of 15. This is not 30 is not divided by 15, right? And if 30 is divided by 15, then you can say it is not divided by 20. So these two numbers are not divided by all the number. That's why when 20, 30 are there, two numbers are there. So at that time, how you have to find out the LCM about this number 5, 15 and 20, 30. This is your what? You have to multiply here 2. Because if you have to multiply 1, then it is not divided. If you multiply just 2, then answer is your what? 60. You see, 60 is also divided by 20. So is your LCM is what? 60 here. This is the technique, first one. Another technique you can use. Trick number 2. Suppose 6, 12, 24, 48. This is another. You can say there are 4 numbers are there. You see, all are 6, 6 to 12, 6, 4, 6, 8. All are divisible. 12 also, 12, 24, 12, 4, 24, 2. So when all are divisible by other number also, at that time highest number we have to consider the always LCM. So LCM is your what? LCM is your 48 here. Right? This is the second trick. Then come to the third trick. Trick number 3. So third trick is your what? Suppose another number is given here, 7, 14, 13. Right? You have to find out the LCM. 7 is divisible by 14. 7 divided by 14. So another 2 number is not divided. So how you have to find out? Now when the 2 prime numbers are there, you have to find out when 2 prime numbers, consecutive prime numbers are there. At that time what happen? How to find out the LCM? Very simple thing. You have to find out the LCM. Just multiply these 2 numbers. 14 into 13. So is your LCM is your 182. This is the third trick. When prime number are there, 2 prime number are there, at that time you just multiply this prime number, then find out the LCM. This is the word third trick. Then come to the fourth one. See, fourth is your what? Take another example. 4, 12, 4, 12, 17, and the last one that is to be 24. Okay, so you see here what happened. Your 4 it is divided, then 12 also 24 divided. So rest 2 number is not divided one another. So how you have to find out the LCM? You just multiply this 17 into 24. So the LCM is your what? 408. So this is the tricks to find out LCM and LCM. So friends, next class we have to discuss the word problem of LCM. The biggest problem was there in the question paper. How you would solve this problem within a fraction of second. So thank you all. We are just next class. We have to discuss the word problem of LCM. Thank you.